Hello, it's great to see you guys again. Thanks for joining, and let's get down to it. If you were to search interesting flags, the flag of Nepal will most definitely be there. It has been called the most mathematical flag. There are very specific instructions to draw this flag, and the beyond cool thing is the way the instructions are given. There's no definite measurements. You draw lines, arcs, semicircles, parallels, and perpendicular lines in quantities of quarters, halves, thirds. Let's go over the materials we're gonna need. We're gonna need a paper. We're gonna need some scratch paper. This is going to be like our makeshift ruler. Very cool, right? We're going to need a right triangle and a straight edge. It's called a straight edge, so you can honestly use anything as a straight edge as long as it's a straight edge. So this and then we're gonna have a pencil, an eraser, markers, a thumbtack, because I don't have a compass, some string. But we're gonna actually be able to make another really cool type of compass. And a harmonica for good luck. Let's get started. First, let's just fold this scratch paper. Let's try to make it, well, I guess this doesn't need to be too straight. Ooh, your first bit of origami. Check this out. And we're gonna fold it again. We're folding it landscape. And what this is going to do is this is kind of going to be also our straight edge. We could have this one, but if I were to use a ruler, I feel like I would go out of my way to make it super precise. And you see this one's kind of fading. You know, she's got her last legs on her, but she's still good as a straight edge. Good job. For step 1, lower the portion of the crimson cloth. This is our crimson cloth. Draw a line AB of the required length from left to right. So we're just going to pick any arbitrary distance. Let's just pick this right here as A. And let's just make this one our B. So this is going to be our A to B. And we're going to note this right here. This is our A, and this is our B. From A, draw a line perpendicular AC to AB, making AC equal to AB plus 1/3. Okay, so we know if we were to fold this in half, then we would know where the half mark is at. So why don't we just mark that right now? So let's just try to eyeball it. This is why I want to use a paper. And we know this is the half. Right here, this is half. If we were to fold it one more time right here, from this marker to this marker, this is a quarter. Right here. This is a quarter. 1/4. And if you guys know where's 1/3 gonna go, your 1/3 is going to go right somewhere in here. So 1/3, it's not something that you fold in half. We're just gonna kind of eyeball it. So how we could measure 1/3 is after we mark it right here. I don't know if you've seen with a paper. If you measure with the paper, when you want to fold this in thirds, you go like this one's over and then that one's over. And then you see you have 1, 2, 3, your paper's folded into thirds. So we're going to do that same concept, but with the dental floss. And now what we're going to do is this right here is going to go like this. Ooh, right there. I think we've got it. This is a third. Yahoo! And honestly, we just need to mark one end. To be honest, you could have just eyeballed it and you would have been good. So if I were to eyeball, I would say it's about here maybe. Or maybe it's a little bit here. Almost have it. So then let's see. Right here. Yeah, I was a little off. So 1/3 is like right here. So this is our makeshift roller. 1/3. Very cool, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do step 2. And step 2 states, draw a line from A to AC. Draw a line AC from A perpendicular to AB, making AC equal to AB plus 1/3 of AB. So this is ensuring us that we're going to make it perpendicular. Let's make it from AB. We're just using this as a guide. This is AB plus 1/3, which means we're going to mark this right here to 1/3. And let's just make sure that this bottom part is aligned. Oh. From here to here. Right here, this is C. We're still on step 2. From A, draw a line AC. So this line is notated as AC. Perpendicular to AB, making AC equal to AB plus 1/3 from AB. Mark AC. From AC, mark off D. So from here, we're going to mark AD. We're going to make where our D point, and our D is going to be along this line of AC. But it's going to be the same length as AB. So that means right here, this is actually our mark, D. Cool, cool, cool. Making the line AD equal to the line AB. Join BD. Join BD. This is our ruler. This is our ruler. Ta-da. So this is our line BD. From BD, mark off E, making BE equal to AB. Oh, all these little E words. Okay. So it says from BD, along this line, we're going to mark a point E. And that point E is going to be equal to AB. From BD. So do you see how it says the order of these letters, BD, AB, AC, the order actually matters. So when it says BD, it means you're starting at B and you're ending at D. If you were to say it the other way around, that means you would start at D and end at B. And this matters for this reason. It's saying, again, from BD, that means we're going this way, we're starting here at B, you're going to mark off E. And the point E is going to be the same length as AB. So here's our A and our B. If it were to state DB, that means our E would be down here. And our flag would be all hoo-hoo bananas. So order does matter when you're writing down direction of lines. Now we're at step 4. Touching E, draw a line FG starting from the point F on line AC parallel to AB. Mark off FG equal to AB. Okay, so what that says is what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a parallel line, and it's going to be FG. F is along the line AC, and so we need this to be parallel with this line right here, and it says it's going to be the same length as AB. Let's do this. Okay, for one, let's make this parallel. Oh, so this is a trick when you want to make parallel lines. So what you want to do is, let me see. What you want to do is you want to have one straight edge and one right triangle. Okay, you don't need one as big as this one. But what you're going to do is you're going to line up this triangle. You know, it can be right here. You want one of these right sides, not the hypotenuse. You're going to line up this triangle on one side. And it doesn't need to be aligned with anything right here. The only thing that needs to line up is that these both need to be horizontal. It needs to be touching. And what you're going to do is this is going to be like your railroad track. This is your rail. And all you're going to be doing is railing it up. And once you hit that side, you're going to hold this down and you're just going to lightly mark it. And that ensures that you have a parallel line. Isn't that neat? So then right here we have our F. And once we figure out our length right here, we have A, B. And this is our G. Now let's just darken that line. Just a tiny bit, because you saw how I did it faintly. Is if I messed up where I had, I don't know, I just felt like messing up or something, then I would have had to erase it, and that's just, you know, getting a bit messy. So that trick was called drawing parallels. You do that in engineering graphics. It's a lot of fun. Once you get used to, like, sometimes it's like, oh, which way does it go? You always want this to be right. You always want like a perpendicular line right here. So it can be like this or like this. But if you were to do it like this, you're just going to be getting some obtuse angle right here. Okay, there's the trick. Your rail, your right triangle. Okay. Step number 5, join CG. We're going to join CG. Ta-da! So you have the basis for the flag right now. I wish I would have centered it more. See, it could have been censored if I made my AB longer. Do you guys see that? I could start it right here. If I made it longer, then it would have been nice and censored. And I could have just... But that's cool. I like it. I love our crimson cloth. Now we're going to be making the moon. Okay, this is where things are going to get a tiny bit complicated. From AB, mark off AH, making AH equal to 1/4 of the line of AB. Right now we're making the moon. It says, from AB, mark off AH. From AB, mark off AH, making AH equal to 1/4 of the line AB. So we're just doing this right here. This is our H. Starting at AH, draw a line HI parallel to AC, touching CG at point I. So we're going to do another parallel, but this time our parallel is going to go this way. So we're going to level this out right here. And then we're going to put our rail down. Our rail is going to stay nice and firm. And we're just going to move this to AH. So we're going to draw a line parallel. This right here is our CI. This is our I. Now from ABK, so that was step 6. Now we're at step 7. It says bisect CF at J. So what the word bisect means, you're going to take this and you're going to put it into 2 parts. Bisect. It's putting it into 2 equal parts. So let's just make another marker here. And we're going to have, whoops. Yeah. We're going to have CF. So this is our C, this is our F. And we're just going to fold this in half so that it's right there. And then that's our bisector. And that's going to be our J point. So we're going to line this back up. And we're going to, right here, this is our J. And then it says, draw a line JK parallel to AB, touching CG at point K. So we're going to draw a parallel line this way, and it's going to bisect CG. I'm not bisect, it's going to intersect. It's going to intersect right here. And where it intersects, it's going to be the point K. So let's just make this parallel. We could even make it parallel with this because we know that's parallel. So we're just going to go right here to where J is at. And then we are going to... and this point right here is K. We're at number 8. Let L be the point where JK and HI cut one another. Let L be the point where JK and HI cut one another. So right here, this is going to be point L. We're at step 9 now. Join JG. So this is J and this is G. So we're going to join those guys. There's our G. So right there. So we're going to join. Da-dum. There. Let M be the point where JG and HI intersect or cut one another. So this is point M. We're at step 11. With center M and shortest distance from BD, that means what we're going to do is wherever this is shortest, and it's going to be when this line is perpendicular to this line, when it intersects at its perpendicular, that's going to be our radius, and we're going to mark that radius here on this HI line. And the point where it's going to be the radius is going to be labeled N. So let's do this. Right here, we're using parallels again. And this length right here, this is kind of our guided length. We're finally going to use our tack. Oops, sorry. So again, this is because I don't have a compass. So I'm just going to wrap it around here, give it a little tie job. Fun story, I used to hand sew my pants because, I don't know, I'd always have flared pants for some reason. My mom bought my clothes. And I would sew my pants and I would use dental floss to sew it. It was a nice thick, string, and Meredith Logic from middle school and high school was the wax melts. and it solidifies it more. How true that is, I don't know, but dental floss, it never ripped, it never... Wherever those old pants are, they're gone forever. Okay, so let's get our thicker paper. Let's put that right here. Let's thumbtack this. Let's mark this guy off right here. Let's mark this guy off right here. And this is gonna be your N. Yahoo! N. Let's erase this one. I don't know if we're gonna do this line, so let's just erase it. We're at step 12, touching M and starting from O, draw a point on AC. With center M to point O, a point on AC. Draw a line parallel to AB. Make sense? Yes, it does. So we're going to do a parallel line. We're going to do a parallel line right here. Sorry guys, I'm writing. Alright, this intersects right here. That line is parallel, and where it intersects right here, this is point O. Haha. We're at number 13. With center L and radius LN, draw a semicircle on the lower portion and let PQ be the points where it touches the line OM respectively. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a new center right here. We're going to mark this off at L. And then this is going to be LN, which means our new center is right here. And it's going to be here. Let me see if we can do this. Oh shit. So I'm holding this side taut, and what I'm doing, oh, and it's the outer one. Okay. So I'm trying to hold this down in there. Okay. So without putting too much pressure, right here. Okay. Good enough. This is N. This right here. Let's use this guy. This guy right here. This is our, what is it? P and Q. We're at step 14. It says with center M and radius MQ. MQ. Oh, okay. It says with center M and radius MQ, draw a semicircle on the lower portion, touching P and Q. Okay. So we're going to put our center here at M. And our new radius is going to be here at Q. So let's get our string. Let's wrap this guy up. I am going to redo this in marker. Hey guys, welcome back. Look here, I did it. It's all great and pretty. So let's get back to it. If you see, I actually did an arc, and I was very much more careful with doing it this time. So now let's continue. I don't know if I should bolden this right now, but vamos a ver. We will see. I have added markers to my thing. Now let's see. A ver. 3Ds MQ. We are at step 15. Yahoo! We're step 15 out of 23. We are recording. Okay, cool. Step 15 out of 23. Sorry if you guys hear some rustling. That's my cat. He like really wants to be heard. His name is Chorizo. Chorizo. What's up, dog? Come here. Come on. Cat tax. Cat. Okay, so right here, what we did was we have an M, and we use MQ as our radius, and from the center M, we're doing an entire arc from P to Q. Cool? Cool. Thanks, Chorizo. All right. Awesome. I should have a bunch of hair all over me now. So now we're going to do, so with center N and radius NM, draw an arc touching P and Q. So P and Q, this little arc right here on the upper P and Q at R and S. So it's going to touch it somewhere around here, and this is going to be labeled R, and this one's going to be labeled S. It says let P be the point where R, S, and HI cut one another. So HI, we're going to have an arc here, and where it intersects, or where it cuts HI, that point at that intersection is going to be labeled T. Let's do this. At center N. Center N. With radius M. So let's just mark M right here. Right there. And now let's do this. Is that it? I'm gonna darken this. Okey-doke. Y ahora vamos a poner esto en el punto N. We're gonna put this at our point N. We're gonna anchor this. And now procedemos. We see right here that this is at the radius MN. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to keep the red on the pencil. So we do have this little crescent moon shape, and we're making progress. So I had to, well, I took a pause just because I remembered what it said, that there's going to be a line bisecting this HI line, and I thought it was the arc, but it's a separate line. So I'm all like, wait, that point is gonna just be M. Okie doke, artichoke. So with center T and radius TS on the upper portion of the P and Q semicircle, touching it at 2 points. So we're going to do a radius. It's going to be possibly like this. We're going to draw a semicircle, which is going to go, theoretically, it should go right here if it's like, you know, perfectly in the center. But we did this using our very sturdy and supremely accurate thumbtack. Okay. So then radius S right here. Oh, damn. Right here. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, cool. It is a little bit janky right there. But that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Moral of the story, we got it. Okay, and that's step. Let's just make this a little bit bolder. Step 15. With center T and radius TM, draw an arc on the upper portion of P and Q. So, with radius, let's pick a different color, just because these colors are kind of blending in with one another. So this should only be a tiny bit smaller here. Okay, cool. Pues vamos a ver cómo se va a salir. Oops, sorry. Woohoo! Okay, I'm not gonna take it out until I'm sure. Okay, step 16. 8 equal and similar triangles of the moon are to be made in the space lying inside the semicircle and outside of the arc. And that's 8 equal and similar triangles of the moon. Okay. Oh, no, that means that one's okay. So when we do this, this is, I'm going to make the bold part in black and gray in this other one. So right here in between these two circles, in between these two arcs, there's going to be 8 semicircles. 8 triangles. We can do this by dividing this into halves and then fourths, and then just doing triangles. Now, so that it's clear to you guys, I'm just going to already make that nice and bold. So right here, this is 8 equal triangles. All right, that looks good. I kind of like that. All right, so let's go to step 17. Bisect line AF at U and draw a line UV parallel to to line AB, touching BE at V. Okay, so many letters. Let's take this out. No arcs right there. All right, now. So bisect line AF. So AF at U. So that means this one we need to find the half of it. So if this were normal paper, you could, if there were normal cloth, you could just fold it and do that business. But we're working with cardstock. Whoa, check this out. This was my scrap paper that I was gonna use. So when I do the origami, I practice on small sheets like this, just because honestly, I really dislike waste. So I'm not gonna use something like this where there's no back to it, where it's like a brand new sheet for practicing. So I practice on scratch paper. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is, we could even use it like this. I'll go straight there, right here, and we'll just fold this part in half. And right here, this little half right here, this little half right here is going to be our U. So it says bisect line AF at U. At U. Draw a line UV parallel to AB, touching the line BE. So BE. So we're going to do a parallel line from here to here. Okay. Cool beans. Oh. Where's my ruler? I have a feeling Chorizo has it. I'm just kidding. He does. Oh, I found it. Okay. So parallels, here's our right side. Let's line this up, AB. And now let's put our rail right here. Oh wait, no, our rail. No, wait, that was right. Our rail right here. And we're gonna apply pressure here, and this one's gonna be the one that moves. Okay? So right there, it's recording, right? Okay. Right there, we're going to move this up to point U. And then we're going to draw a line like that. And where it intersects right here, this is point V, and this is U. All right. Let's just make this one. Just make this a nice straight line. Do you guys think saying straight line is redundant? Because if it has a curve, then it's not a line anymore, right? It's an arc. It's like a weird little pet peeve when we're driving and people give directions. We're like, oh, go straight, but then the road bends. It curves. I'm like, you mean forward? Sorry. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, those two look very parallel. We're making progress. So step 18, we're almost done. Step 18 says with sensor W, and I'm like, wait, where's W? With sensor W, the point where HI and UV intersect or cut one another, this is W. Cut one another. The radius MM, MN. Okay, so we're gonna have to draw a circle. Oh. Oh, this tiny little radius is so itty bitty. So let's just say here's N and here's M. So we're gonna be doing this radius right here. So let's just maybe I should use parallels. This is going to be another little makeshift compass. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to poke 2 holes. You know what? If anything, drawing this, making this has motivated me to get a compass. So we're gonna, oh wait, no. So I'm putting this into one of the holes, and I'm going to put it in at the center W. I'm going to press. And now right here, check this out. Isn't that neat? Perfect! Oh gosh. See? Look it. When that's how things, oh, I love it. Neat. Okay. So now let's go to step 19. With center W, oh, another arc. Yoo-hoo, we're gonna test out this new one. With center W and radius LN, draw a circle. With center W and radius LN. So we have another LN. So let's just put this N, M, and let's do LN just above it. So right now I'm just eyeballing it. So it looks like the center is right there. So let's poke another higgity hole. And then let's put this back in our N, and let's put it into our W. Now I think I could just hold it right here. And then this one. Am I drawing anything? Draw a circle. You know, I'm gonna redo this circle just because you see this, and you know why that happened? It's because one, the paper was angled. You see how it's curved right there? You know, I used to have this one eraser that didn't have any of these shavings. I miss it. Okay, otra vez. Vamos a ponerlo otra vez. Otra vez. Otra vez. Vamos a ponerlo otra vez. Otra vez means again, another time. So we're putting this right here. Let's just, and now let's just do this. Am I not? Okay, there. Perfection. I kind of want to redo this arc now. Lamo string. No importa. Doesn't matter. So step 20, 12 equal and similar triangles of the sun are to be made in the space enclosed by the circles, with the apex of 2 triangles touching H and I. Okay, so it's saying the apex right here. So we're gonna have 2 triangles, 12 triangles. It's gonna be like this, but now we need to divide this into 12. So it needs to have 12 triangles. If we do this in thirds, okay, should we just eyeball it? Okay, here's 1 triangle, 2 triangle. Okay, oh yeah, we could do that. So if we were to have 1, 2, 3, 4, Oh, 3 into 4, that's 12. Okay, so we're just gonna do same length right here because this is gonna be 12. And then right here we could have 2 equal ones. Bonjour, bonjour. I mean, that doesn't look equal, but okay. So we can eyeball this right here. That's half of it, right? That's half of it. That's half of it. Right here. 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 So I don't know if you guys don't know, but I cannot draw. I am not a drawer. I barely know how to draw. I can draw Mickey Mouse, but I can't draw the ears because ears require symmetry. I don't know about symmetry. Okay. I kind of want to darken this already. So there goes our star. Ooh, I'm so excited. And now, okay. The width of the border will be equal to the width of TN. Where's TN? Oh, okay. So the width of the border will be equal to TN. So the border is going to be like this. Okay, cool, cool. Very cool. Okay. So let's use our parallels again. We're doing this side. We're gonna make this line parallel to that one. So let's just do. Let's have it right here, right there, and then let's just. Oh, let me make it a little bit lower, just so that I can see it better. Right there, and we're just going to lightly, but we're gonna lightly extend past it. Okay, because we don't know where these two are going to meet. Whoops. Okay. Here's another parallel. Whoops. Okay, cool, cool. Oh, let me. That does not look parallel. Let me parallel to this one. Pues bueno. This one looks like it needs to be extended a little more. And right here. I guess it's good that we didn't make it any bigger. Oops. Oh. Right here. Ooh, très bien. C'est magnifique. Magnifique. Okay. Very cool. So that's 21. I think we'll just bolden this with black a little bit. It looks good. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go into silent mode and I'm going to kind of speed up darkening this or outlining it. Yeah, I'm going to outline it in black and maybe the outside in blue. Ooh, never mind. I'm going to do purple. Not the colors of Nepal. Fun fact. So the colors of the Nepalese flag is red, blue, and white. The sun symbolizes the sun and the moon. They represent the calm and reserve. The peaks of this flag represent the Himalayas. That's where the Himalayas is at. And the rhododendron. The rhododendron, which is this one, is the actual national flower of Nepal. Isn't that beautiful? And it signifies peace. Oh gosh, I love Nepal. Alright guys, we did it! Yahoo! Good job! I'm really proud of us. A few of the terms that we went through that were explained in the last video, well, we did parallels, we did perpendiculars, we did a lot of radius, circles, bisect. That's another term that we kind of learned here again. Intersect. This is just really cool, and I would love to see your guys's. Hopefully I'll be able to put up a QR code, or let me put in my email. I'm gonna put my email at the end so that you guys can send me pictures of your guys' Nepalese flags. It's gonna be so cool. I want to see. Ooh, I kind of want to try making this, but like super itty bitty. Wouldn't that be really cute? But this was great. Look at this. Aren't you guys? Oh, so cool. So, thank you guys. The Acute. Thank you guys again for coming to the Acute side of math. I'll see you guys next time. Yoo-hoo! Bye.